There's all sorts of different stores, but the thing I like about this one is, and I can tell just from the customers I've met, that he's kind of building a community.
That's visiting comic book writer and Six Gun creator Cullen Bunn, stressing the uniqueness of Comic Book Jones and its extroverted atmosphere.
They have a lot of customers they know and that know them, but it's kind of a real friendly environment for if I were had never bought a comic, this is the kind of shop I would want to walk into.
From a young age, Bunn wanted to use comics to bring out the storytelling in him.
So I always wanted to tell stories. I always loved telling stories. My dad was a big storyteller, so I picked that up from him. And I always loved comics, so it was sort of a natural connection there. I spent a lot of time in the early days sending pitches to publishers and never getting anywhere with those, getting lots of rejection letters. I actually worked at a comic book shop years and years ago, and I was working with a guy who was an artist. And we just started talking about maybe doing our own thing together, and we did a book called The Damned, and that was my first published work. And then after that, I did that same artist and I did a book called The Six Gun, which came out about 5 or 6 years ago, and that kind of introduced my work to editors at Marvel in DC, and then they started reaching out and asking me if I want to try my hand at some of their characters, and I haven't really looked back since.
Bunn offered straightforward advice for aspiring young writers.
The biggest thing is if you want to make a comic, just do it. Don't wait for approval from someone else. Don't wait for a publisher to jump on accepting your work. Don't find an artist. It can be tough, but if you want to write comics, then the challenge of finding an artist is going to be there. And then just do something that is uniquely you, and then get that out there. Even if your dream is to write for Marvel or DC, do something that's you first, because that's what will introduce your work to those publishers.